People don't even want to back off from their favorite thing. They won't even do their second favorite thing. Like, you ever seen somebody they're at an intersection and they want to make a left, but they're in the right, all the way right lane because they messed up. So now they're, okay, here's the guy, he's in the right lane, and there's a lot of cars, like 6th Avenue, like a lot of cars, and he wants to make that left. So what does he do? He just does it anyway. He just goes ahead and he just shoves his car through everybody's life. And everybody's honking and outraged, and you always see the guy go, I have to. What else could I do except go up one more block and then go left and take 4 seconds? That's not my favorite way, though.
I'm not prudish. Here's the thing, I don't like swearing during sex. Who wants to hear that kind of language, especially from a child?
Let's talk about my first irresponsible move this year. My first irresponsible move this year actually involves my kids. My kids caught me and my wife fucking. Let's just start here. There's no real way to ease into it, so I just gotta go for it, okay? Both kids caught us fucking. If it was one, it wouldn't have been that bad, but it was both. My son saw us first. I saw him when he saw us because he called his sister. He was like, come here, hurry up, come here. The crazy thing is, I couldn't even get mad because they came in my room based off of a rule that I put in place. I don't like locked doors in my house. I think the worst thing in the world for a parent is to not be able to get in his child's room when he wants to. Don't lock your goddamn door, especially my daughter. I told her, I said, you lock that door again, I promise you, I'm gonna kick the door down. I go to get in my daughter's room, the door locked. I said, what I said I was gonna do? Then I said I was gonna kick that door down. She said, wait, I'm almost finished. Oh my God. In my mind, I thought the worst. In my mind, she was cooking cocaine. That's what I believe. She's gotta be.
I realize that there's some animal guys out there, okay? Horrible guys, you know, have a rough day at the factory, come home, tuna casserole, and just start swinging, all right? I'm not trying to say that those people don't exist. I realize they exist. They should be buried underneath the prison, okay? So if I can admit that, ladies, can you at least admit that every ass kicking doesn't just fall out of the fucking sky? Even hockey has 2 minutes for instigating, right? They understand that some back and forth happened before that shit, you know? Every case is handled like that Rihanna one, where they just say, the guy's a piece of shit, fuck this guy, blah, 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 send him to jail, and then they never ask anything about that. You know, I'm not saying he should have done it. What do you think was going down before that happened? You think she was just sitting there going, oh my God, Baskin Robbins, you want to get some ice cream? And he fucking, or do you think maybe they were having some epic end of the relationship fight and some crazy shit was being said? Maybe she was screaming in his ear some crazy female shit like, oh, fuck all your friends, I don't give a fuck!
They say men have all the power, but we don't. We don't have all the power. Women have the power. You got all the fucking power. Nothing more powerful than female beauty, nothing. Just look at Beyonce. She's extremely talented. But even with all that talent, ain't nothing more powerful than the beauty. Beyonce is fine, motherfucker, shit. Beyonce is so fine that if she worked at Burger King, she could still marry Jay-Z. That's how fine she is. She could still get her a billionaire, great rapping fucking businessman. Now if Jay-Z worked at Burger King,
it's work having a vagina. That's work. Guys don't think that it's work, but it is. You think it just shows up like that to the event? It doesn't. Every night it's like getting it ready for its first quinceañera. Believe me. It's a lot of work. It didn't used to be work. I know that from watching vintage porn. It was no work. Zero. I remember my mom bottomless when I was a kid. And it was just... It looked like the black smoke monster from Lost was just following her. It's like, is mom being swarmed by bees? What is... And then something happened. I don't know. Like 10, 15 years ago, all the dudes got together and had like a meeting. Like a fantasy football draft about our privates. They were like, we can't get in there. It's like Vietnam trying to...
She goes, suffering, what's the difference? I said, come on, white woman, you know what it is. You was in on the heist, you just don't like your cut. You suffer, I suffer. You suffer, I suffer. That's how it works. Can't do comparative suffering. If you're hungry and your friend says, you know, people are starving in Africa, so what, nigga, I still want lunch. Black people know about comparative suffering, and you know this is a fucking dead-end game. Blacks and Jews do that shit to each other all the time. You ever played Who Suffer More with a Jewish person? It's a tough game. Whenever you think you got the Jewish guy on the ropes, that motherfucker be like, well, don't forget about Egypt. Egypt? God damn, nigga, I didn't know he was going all the way back to Egypt.